Welcome, everybody. NorCal Sports Network.
What's up, Jim?
Welcome. And right off the top, Michael Roeder sends in $5 and says the Farhan Kepler analytics are back. And just like before, no small ball.
What's
no
that?
wins. Farhan has to go, or maybe Greg Johnson's
small ball. What in the hell is small ball?
Well, you notice the Diamondbacks
what
went for a bunt,
okay.
But might not have been successful. But somebody wasn't covering second base.
What? What? What is that, man?
Little League, man.
Little League. The San Francisco Giants, guys.
Hey, can we just call them the San Francisco? Not the Giants. That's the wrong name. They're not Giants. They're what are they?
Little people.
Yeah, just wimps.
I don't.
Something.
I don't.
They're not
know,
Giants.
Man.
Not Giants. You gotta wait. Hold on a sec. Keep going. Go ahead.
I mean, goodness gracious, what?
Yeah.
Simple. What is it? Fundamentals, right?
Fundamental baseball. Yeah.
No, granted, Harrison came out. He didn't. I mean, he stuck it up the first couple innings. He settled down. But still, you still gave up 4 runs. I mean, I understand he's still young, but come on. There's a lot of pitchers out there who come up and they look at Paul Skeens. Granted, he had a college career, so he's a little bit more developed.
I think we're going to get into this tonight. I think Nick will probably go off in the chat if he's in here yet. I don't think I haven't seen Nick yet. But when Nick shows up, he will be going off on the Giants and for changing Kyle Harrison's wicked slider to a slurve. And he had a pretty nasty slider a couple years back in 21 and 22. And they have changed that pitch.
Is it because he couldn't locate it? Is that the issue? Because I remember when he was coming up with a slider, it really wasn't.
Yeah, he's not locating it.
It wasn't that effective.
Not locating a lot of other things too, but
No,
guys,
there was errors. I totally get it. But that happens in games, and unfortunately, Harrison couldn't.
No, Steven, I do not think you're beating the Rangers. I think you get one. As I said, I think at the very end of the show last night, I'll say it at the beginning of the show, I changed my longest losing streak of the season for the Giants from 6 to 8. Are they at 6 tonight?
6. You might want to just stay with 6.
No, I think it's going to be 8.
You can change it in the middle, man.
No, I said it yesterday. I don't. It's got to be a little bit.
Stick with your guns. Stick to your guns.
No,
man.
I'm not because I don't think they win tomorrow, and I don't think they win the first game in Texas.
They might win tomorrow. Hicks is a little bit better. He's one of the better pitchers.
They can't score, Eric. They faced one of those.
Well, they do.
Who did they face? Well, yeah, the guy hung a slider in an 8-2 game. Come on.
But no, I get you. That starting pitcher should have been rocked, and what he did was allowed 2 runs.
He couldn't find the plate if they put it on a tee for him.
Yeah. How many full counts did they have? How many full counts?
The Diamondbacks had 14 full counts tonight, and that was before the 3-run homer. That was before the 3-run homer.
Yes.
The Giants had 2 runs off some guy named Donovan Walton. What was his name? Walton or Walston? What was it?
I don't know. Wally?
Whatever. The guy looked like he belonged in A-ball to me. That guy, that guy was a horrible. He had no command at all, and the Giants were helping him out. He was able to stay in the game because he had 50 pitches the first 2 innings.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the Giants start going up there and hacking. Pretty bad. But I want to get into the good, the bad, and the ugly as we try to do with this game. Let's get into the game here. There was some good tonight in Chapman had hit the ball hard with a nice doubles. He legged out a double when they were
and his last 2 at bats though were strikeouts.
Like last 2 were Ks, yes. And
all right, hold on, I got to take care of something here. Here, let's bring this up. I'll present this and then take care of something else here. Where is he at?
All right. So
all right, here we go.
What do you got?
No, go ahead. It's stuff we were talking about last night. You kind of know what
all right. Ramos 0 for 2, had 2 strikeouts. Estrada, his timing is off. Watched the Diamondbacks broadcast tonight. They even mentioned that Estrada, when he got called out on the check swing, they said baseball is a game of timing, and just a couple of days off can throw you off. But what do the Giants do? They constantly, Estrada was hurt, but they constantly set guys on the bench. And you saw, well, I'll get to that. I'll get to the speed in a moment. Chapman 2 for 5 looked good, except for the last couple. That was pretty much it. They only had 6 hits, 2 by Chapman, 1 by Flores, 1 by Matos, the pinch hit 3-run homer by Yaz. That was 1, 2. Who else got a hit? Matos, an infield hit. That's right. So 6 measly hits. If it wasn't for the 3-run homer, it was pretty much a laugher. Mm-hmm. And so not much good. Harrison, can you scroll up a little bit there so I could see Harrison's line?
Yep.
Kyle Harrison went 6 innings, I believe, tonight, which was good. Able to get through 6, but
he gave up 4 runs. Well, 3 earned.
Yeah, he gave up the 1 unearned run. He didn't walk anybody, which was good. Which
was good, but that means he was around us. That's why they were able to hit him.
Yeah. If he's around the plate, he's hittable. They gave up 8 hits, and they so that's an issue. So let's get into the bad. Casey Schmidt had a tough night tonight at shortstop, and it was that happens. Casey's an excellent fielder, but the Diamondbacks broadcasts even defended him and said, poor Casey Schmidt, he's a natural third baseman, and he's playing, somewhat out of position. But what I hate about this is this just brings all of the Giants front office, management, the haters on Luciano and Schmidt would rather have Nick Ahmed because he plays solid defense, but it's like a hole in the lineup. So don't even, you can have better defense, but where did that get you in April when he played every game practically? And
it doesn't matter. They're coming. Ahmed, Slater.
Yeah.
Slater hit a home run today. They're coming back, man. Period. They're coming back.
Yeah. There's no doubt. Slater's coming back. Matos will go down. Schmidt likely to go down because I think they want Casey to play more every day than they do Fitzgerald. They'll keep Fitzgerald. Now, so that was a rough moment tonight. And, Casey's not going to make that play like Luciano night after night. He's a better defensive player, but it happens. The first one, by the way, they didn't even rule it an error because the ball bounced up on him and they gave him a hit. So he only had 1 error. So, take that. But let's get into something, Eric, that I noticed. And because I was watching the game on the local broadcast tonight, I was not able to rewind and do some, taping of some of the plays. But one of the things I noticed very clearly tonight, speed kills, and the Diamondbacks have it.
They have a lot of it.
And the Giants do not. The Giants have a couple of guys with speed, and neither one plays. Luciano and Fitzgerald. Those are pretty much your fastest guys. And Chapman's got pretty decent speed. But you see what speed does? It puts pressure on the defense, and they hit and run. They steal bases. The Giants do none of this. And if you think the Giants are going to finish ahead of the Diamondbacks, you are foolishly mistaken. Let me tell you why. The Diamondbacks have Alek Thomas, their shortstop, Perdomo. Both. Perdomo starts a rehab assignment tomorrow. Thomas will start probably at the end of the week. You got Zach Gallen that's going to be close to coming back. And then you've got Merrill Kelly, and then you got Rodriguez. They have 3 formidable pitchers that are going to anchor down the staff, and they're getting back their guys. The Giants, their guys that are coming back are nobodies. So who cares if they come back?
Yes.
That's a big difference. They talked about the Giants having 13 men on the IL, which is the most in baseball. But who of those 13 guys that's on the
are
IL,
instrumental? Right. Who are instrumental? Slater?
Which one?
Ahmed?
Which one's produced this year?
Snell? Win?
The only that's produced is Luciano. As far as offensively. Snell has done nothing. Slater has done nothing. Let me pull up their IL here real quick. I'll just, because I can't remember.
Win was okay in the beginning, but then his last 4 starts were garbage.
Yeah, he's nobody.
You traded for Ray. You signed Cobb to a $10 million deal. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Come on. Here, we're going to get into some super chats, Dan.
Let's see.
We got some good super chats.
We'll get to it. Let me see. Who else is on the IL? Wade. There's your best guy on the IL. Okay.
Best guy.
Forgot about Wade. Wade is a producer. So Wade is hurting. It's that's a big. But the rest of the guys on the IL, come on. Seriously? Are we honestly looking forward to Slater and Ahmed as the
what were they doing when they were in the lineup? Nothing.
This is just a flawed team, guys.
Got Nick with $5. Says Kuiper blaming Casey right now on post-game wrap. It's about time to fire these guys. Enough with the young player bashing.
Are these guys just getting too old? They're just pushing for Ahmed. Come on. What are they bashing? Even the Diamondbacks broadcast did not bash Casey. You know what? And there was a couple balls that maybe he even looked like he could have got under his glove. They were hit hard, and he dove for them. But you know what? You got a guy who's not a shortstop. You made him a shortstop last year, and then this year you put him back at third base in the minors.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you expecting?
Yep. Now we got a $10 from haven't seen you before, Paul Bactiel. Much appreciated. Thank you for joining, and thank you for the $10. Giants front office is now among the worst in the MLB. What? Hold on. Let me say this right. The Giants front office is now among the worst in the major leagues. Farhan and his computers need to go.
Yep. Been saying it. How long can you say it?
We've been saying that for a while. And look, we're not against information. That's okay. I mean, come on. A batting average, that's statistics, right? Home runs and doubles and singles and ERA, that's statistics, all right? But there's also other statistics that can be used. It's all on how you use it and how you implement it. And that's the issue. I don't think Farhan knows how to do that.
Yeah, they're 0-3 in June, right?
Yeah, 0 for June right now.
June?
6-game losing streak right now. I think maybe that Yankee series did a number on the club because they're not.
Hey, I saw this when they got hot. I knew this was fool's gold. Because every team does. I'll tell you when the momentum changed. it started to change when the Luciano stuff started happening and they started dogging him. And instead of letting him play through it, they made a statement about Luciano and they put him on the bench for 4 days. I believe that was more likely Farhan giving instructions saying he's to be benched.
Sure.
Because
that's not out of the realm of possibility.
I think Melvin.
Well, 4 games, yeah, that seems to be a punishment.
Melvin has a look. Melvin managed Marcus Semien, didn't he? Was he there when Marcus Semien, or was he afterwards?
No, he was there during Marcus Semien. Because what's his name? Who was Ron Washington was their third base coach. He was the one that helping Semien.
But was Melvin the manager when Semien's rookie year?
Yes.
Can anybody confirm that?
Almost positive.
Let me know so I don't have to leave the screen and go look for it.
I'm almost positive because it was a few years ago.
Okay, Melvin used to be pretty good working with younger players, and the A's. Necron says yes. Okay,
because that's when they had Chapman and Olsen and Semien and who was in outfield? Piscotty, Jed Lowry, I think was on the team during that time, right? There was a bunch of young kids during that time.
And their pitching staff was super young.
Yeah,
super young. In fact, his first year they won the division with 4 non-roster pitchers that made the club. So he is used to, and he backs young guys. He tends to back young guys, and Farhan has a history of not backing young guys. So I want to show you guys something. Do they put defensive stats on?
They do it on Baseball Reference.
I'm looking. Do they put it on the batting standard batting? Okay, let me look defense.
There's standard fielding as well.
Okay, where's my standard fielding? Okay, here we go. 20.
Yeah, Greg is gone for a while, Joe.
I saw him in there.
He'll be back Friday.
No, I saw him in there tonight.
Yeah, I took care of it.
Oh, he made it in and you put him out?
Yeah, I put him. Oh,
okay.
He's got to behave. If he behaves after Friday, then he can stay.
Did he say something derogatory tonight?
Yes, he did.
Oh, what did he say? What?
Check your phone message, the group.
Oh, all right.
So he'll get one more chance. He messes up again, then it's going to be permanent. It's getting dumb now.
What did he say?
You're going to have to zoom in a little bit.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
All right. That could be a permanent ban.
That's right. I'd say I'll give him to Friday, and if he behaves on Friday night, then we'll keep him. But as soon as he messes up, it's going to be permanent.
Is he like manic depressive?
I don't know, man. Whatever. I'm not.
Wow. That was okay. I bet you he wouldn't have till Friday night if he said that about you.
No, I don't do that.
No,
I'm not banned. I don't ban. I'll talk to him, but I don't ban.
How many times do you give a guy a warning, man?
That's what I'm saying. This is it. He's already been timed out, so now it's a ban, and next time it's permanent.
All right, look at Marcus Semien in 2015. He started in 147 games. This is his fielding. Look at that E right there. 35 errors, 94.7% fielding percentage. But look what he did. He got better. 97-1, 97-6, 97, 98-1. He got a lot better as he went on. But 35 errors. That's why I am saying this. Farhan is running every part of this team, guys. Every part of this team, and it's a joke. And they were 8-1. And Farhan, you know what? Bless little Milk Dud's head. He does not understand the makeup of a team, of the game, because he's so behind his little stats. He doesn't understand that you had momentum. you were 8-1 with Luciano in the lineup. He went 3 for 4 against the Mets, had the rough defensive game, and sat for 4 straight games. And what did they do? They won the game, the next game against the Mets on Saturday. They blew it on Sunday in the 9th inning, come home, win 2 in a row against the Phillies, and they haven't won since. Okay. There is something about momentum and teams and guys, guys that have played on teams. And when you see one of your brothers get screwed, you kind of tend to talk about it and you feel like, man, am I next? Casey knows he's next. Casey knows now tonight he's done. He knows.
Oh, yeah. So is Matos. Matos is done too.
Yeah, they know it. Did you guys? I don't know. I was watching the Arizona broadcast. Did you guys get a dugout shot after Yaz hit the 3-run homer? Did anybody see it on the Giants broadcast? Because on the Diamondbacks broadcast, they showed Yaz and he was in the dugout and he just went like this. He had no expression on his face and he went like this, Eric. He went.
Yeah, I know.
And then you saw a few other people in the dugout. Nobody was excited. They just went from 8-2 to 8-5. They are playing dead. They're playing dead. And you know what? This is a real similar to another team last year in the National League West. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm reading.
You got to listen. You got to listen to your host.
Got another super chat. Yeah. Money coming in. Money.
Well, it can wait. It can wait. We don't have to jump, right? As soon as somebody says jump, we don't have to say how high. I was saying that this team is looking, Gonzo, thank you, is looking like another team in the National League West last year.
The Padres.
And with half the talent. And that Padre team looked dead last year.
But they had the talent to make a run at the end, right?
Well, they had the talent. Right? But my point is there's not a lot of enthusiasm.
Correct.
Around these clubs being run by who's running it. I there's something to be said, and there's a big cloud over this franchise right now with the Farhan Zaidi led team, because you know what? I think what Farhan's teams do is I think the players kind of realize that who's running the club. Last year, there was nothing for Kapler. This team needs a shake in the butt. You should play Augie again from Texas.
Nope, not even that. Because Dan, it's going to have to take, because a manager can do that with players. Someone's got to do that with Farhan.
Well, yeah. I mean,
that's the problem.
They're not going anywhere, guys. They're not going anywhere. They just are not. And Melvin, to me, he doesn't look like he's in. And I like Bob Melvin. Okay, I'm not a hater of Bob Melvin, but I think Melvin looks like, to me, like he's not enjoying this game. And I wonder if it has to do with he's really not able, given the reign, to run the club the way he wants to run it. I don't think he wants to have openers. I don't think he wants Trenton Brooks in the lineup.
Okay. Then tell me this, Dan. Then explain this. Then tell me why first off, I didn't like Kapler in the first place, okay? First off. But why did they fire Kapler when everyone sees that it wasn't just Kapler? What did we say? Who had to go at the end of the season last year? It was Farhan. He was instrumental. I said this. Remember, he is the infection. Kapler was just the symptom of the infection.
Of course he is. But the Giants aren't going to do anything because it's the owners that.
But they can't hide it now. They can't hide behind Kapler no more. This is it, man. Because you can't sit there and say, "Oh, it's Melvin's fault." No. This falls straight on Farhan's shoulders.
Yeah, Farhan thinks he knows everything. He thinks he's smarter. Like Lou says, Farhan thinks he's God. Farhan has it. He wants to do it his way. You heard him at the press conference last year after the firing of Kapler. He said, "Well, maybe I got to do things a little differently and rely more."
Liar.
He's not going to change. I told you this guy's last year. A tiger doesn't change his stripes. Farhan is locked into 99.9% analytics. I mean, it shows. Look at the lineups that are being put out there. We predicted this lineup last night. We didn't know the batting order, but I told you at the end of the show last night there would be one left-handed batter in the starting lineup, and that would be Conforto. The only place we were wrong was Fitzgerald, because I said it's either going to be Fitzgerald, but if Estrada's healthy, he'll be in the lineup.
Yes.
This team is so predictable, it isn't even funny. I mean, who's pitching tomorrow? I'll tell you who's in the lineup tomorrow.
It's Montgomery.
Okay.
Same lineup.
It's the same lineup.
Same lineup.
But Fitzgerald will be in the lineup.
Fitzgerald will be in shortstop.
Fitzgerald will be at shortstop tomorrow. You watch.
100%.
It's so predictable. Fitzgerald will be the shortstop. Yeah. Pick out of the hat again for the lineup. Yeah, that would be the batting order. You want to do the batting order? Okay, here we go. I got the numbers right here. Okay. All right.
Put them in your hat. Take your hat off. Put them in the hat.
I'll put them in.
Hat.
I'll put them in the Giants hat right here.
There you go.
Here we go. All right,
shake it around.
All right. We had one on the floor. I thought, maybe I picked it up. All right. Shaking it up. Is there another one on the floor? All right. Who?
For this lineup, it don't matter if it's on the floor.
All right. Who are you? Where are you batting?
Go. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Let's go with Soler. Where's Soler batting? Hey, all right, number 2.
Second, all right. Jorge Soler, put it down. Second. Who's next?
Ooh. Casali's probably going to catch, right?
Oh, yeah, Casali's catching tomorrow for sure. Day game after night. Yes.
Yep, Casali. Where's Casali going to bat?
Well, we got him at 7.
There we go, 7. That's
okay.
Well, close.
Yeah. All right, who's next?
Matos.
You're batting 6.
That's okay.
Who's next? I'm not looking.
Let's go
guys.
Chapman. Chapman will be in there. Batting 5th. Okay.
Ramos. They moved him down to 9th. Okay, sorry, Elliot.
Who are we missing?
Fitzgerald?
No, Flores.
Oh, Flores. Oh, we got Wilmer leading off.
Yeah, there we go. Woo!
Put the slowest guy in the big leagues on.
There you go. And now Fitzgerald.
Is that all that's left? No, there's 2 left in here. I feel 2.
Oh, yeah. And
Conforto.
Yeah.
Come on. I can't get the hand on it.
3rd.
Okay, and then who's left? Fitzgerald?
Yeah, that was Conforto. It was 3, right?
Yeah.
And then 8th. Okay, yeah, that's about where Fitzgerald.
About right. Okay, there's the lineup, guys. Everybody enjoy it. Snow cones after today's game. Everybody gets a snow cone.
Orange slices. And Capri Sun.
Capri Sun. Afterward, Team Mom will be here after the game. And everybody,
hey, little Johnny, make sure you bring the team banner.
Yeah, bring the team banner exactly, and the team mom will have the what is that again? Oh, Wisely says since he's not playing, can you bring some iced cookies, team mom? Some icing on the cookies. Okay, so we're gonna get the cookies, and hey guys, if we win tomorrow, we're gonna have a day off in Texas. In the Dallas area, we'll all watch the Mavericks and the Celtics together, and we'll order pizza. Okay.
That's pretty good. I like that, Glenn. Oh man, that's pretty good.
Yeah. So yeah. Come on, man. This is so bad. This is so bad. I mean, gosh, I'm going tomorrow. Los and I.
The Warriors, Glenn. Yeah. The Warriors.
Johnny T, I don't know if Buster has any say. I've got to believe he does.
I'm not putting no faith. We put too much faith in that last year, man.
Yeah, no, I got to believe that he's talking to Greg Johnson's. He's got Johnson's ear. There's no doubt. And Johnson is probably asking him. The point being is that
the Millers.
So, hey, Lou, I see Lou out there. It's going to be a kind of be a little boring night here. If you want to let me know if you want to come in tonight and text me, Lou. Just text me yay or nay, and I'll play it up. Because
Buster has no responsibility. He's like a 2% stake in the ownership. There's like 55 damn owners with 7 of them being principal. There's too many chefs in the kitchen, man.
Yeah, Buster's one of the 6 board of directors. I got to believe that he's speaking. I don't think Buster can stand for this or handle this. I really don't. I mean, is he listen? Let's put it this way. I believe he's saying his piece, but are they listening? That's the question.
There you go.
I don't think Buster is sitting back and saying, well, I've rinsed my hands. No, I believe Buster Posey cares. He's got a ton of pride and he wants to win. He loves the Giants. He wants to see this thing done right. And I don't believe that he is just sitting back and saying, I've washed my hands from this. I have no control over what happens. He may not have the control because Farhan has the ultimate reins, but I guarantee you Posey is speaking to Greg Johnson and the powers that be, and he is trying to sway these guys to make a change.
I like what the vintage oddball card says. It doesn't matter who plays. They all suck. All the kids are 4A players. I'll talk to that in here. The veterans are backups. We're basically screwed. Well, here's the problem. Yeah, the kids may be just, as you say, 4A players. Problem is, you got to play them a lot longer. Yeah, Matos had a run last year. I get it. But you got to play them a little bit longer just to find out exactly what you got. They may make it. They may not make it. Problem is, as you said, you got backup veterans who are taking their spot to find out whether or not these guys have it or don't have it. But right now, it's just get ready. I'm telling you, get ready for Ahmed. Get ready for Slater. Conforto's already back. I mean, Conforto's a good player. I'm not going to hammer him too much. He's okay. But yeah, it's going to go right back to that. All the kids are the only kid that's going to stick up here is going to be probably Ramos, and he's going to be riding the bench. They're going to platoon Ramos and
yes.
Wait, yes, but who's going to get the brunt of center field though? Yaz and Slater will be platooned.
Yeah,
that's what it will be.
Yeah, Yaz and Slater will be platooned. Yeah. Matos will play every day. Conforto will play every day. And yeah. And Yaz will get the bulk of the time.
Yeah.
Matos will be going down. You hear it here, right here, NorCal Sports Network. Matos down.
Luciano is already down. Come on. The injury is a demotion.
Yeah. I believe Schmidt goes down. And Wisely and Fitzgerald stay up. And Wisely becomes the backup lefty.
He's an all over the field guy.
And so is Fitzgerald. And then when Wade comes back, Wisely goes down. And that's just kind of how the ball will roll.
Yeah, I forgot Montgomery's going tomorrow. He's been kind of getting roughed up lately, though, hasn't he?
He'll be fine tomorrow. He'll be fine tomorrow.
Oh, man.
Look who they're facing. Come on. Come on. How about that pitch that Conforto took to end the game?
It's all right in a sweet zone for a lefty, isn't it?
Oh, well, yeah. Right down the middle, lower part
low
of the
and
plate.
In, just a little bit on the inside. Yeah.
Yeah, he just.
How about the one that Chapman watched go right down the middle? Yeah, it was 101, but it's down the middle.
Yeah. That's what happens when you go up there guessing.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, Chapman had a single and a double, but
when I played and I had a 2-strike count on me, man, I always guessed fastball, because if it was a curve, especially when I was young, a little younger, I mean, guys didn't have that great of curveballs, right?
Mm-hmm.
They weren't like fast. So you had plenty of time to adjust to it. And if it fooled you, you could just foul it off if it was a strike. If you'd already used your step, you just kind of wait back.
Off balance.
Yeah, if you're off balance, just foul it off and live to see another pitch. But and a lot of times a breaking pitch with 2 strikes, you could read it if it's a ball. Majority of the time, guys didn't have that much control over their curveball when they're 15, 16 years old, right?
Right.
So I always just guess fastball. But if you're going up there guessing off speed in the big leagues and a guy throws 100 at you, you don't have time to adjust.
Nope. Hey guys, those of you who are in the chat, watching on Twitter or on YouTube, make sure you hit the like and subscribe. We're only 4 subs away from 2,000. Getting close.
Yeah.
4. Robert says tomorrow will be a significant game. Yeah, you don't want to get swept 2 series in a row. It's not too good. Not too good.
Go ahead.
Grand Admiral says, Dan Eric, how many days was Conforto on the IL last year and how many so far this year? Yeah, he's hits the IL often. I think last year, goodness, he was on the IL for what, about a month? Maybe a little bit longer. Again, it was a hamstring. This time it was a hamstring again. Yeah, right. He gets hurt.
Yeah.
He gets hurt. I mean, same thing with Yaz. It's only a matter of time before Yaz hits
it is a matter of time. I was listening. I was listening to. And by the way, can you go to Twitter?
Ooh, I just see.
Can you go to Giants?
The Postgame?
NBC Sports Bay Area. Can you San Francisco Giants on NBCS on Twitter? I want to hear Melvin's
Postgame.
Postgame, yeah. Just sent to me by Lou.
All right, let's find this.
So, what were we talking about? Conforto getting injured? Yeah, I was listening to something on the radio today, and he was talking about a certain fantasy football. I was listening to fantasy football on XM Sports. Getting ready for fantasy.
You're already getting ready for that.
Getting ready for fantasy football, talking about the draft and everything. And I won't give it away, but who he was talking about. But I got a little bit of strategy here. But he said this: certain players that get the same injury over and over again, it's going to happen. That means it's a problem area. He says, now, if you get a hand, you break your hand and then you break your foot, or,
that's different.
Hand and hamstring. But if you got a multiple, it continues to happen.
Chronic.
It's just a matter of time. Like he was describing, he says, I got a bad back. He says, when I was in my 20s, I was doing squats and he literally had a disc break through his pinch through his flesh. He actually had and he says, he had to go get it fixed. But he says, ever since all his life, he lifts anything heavy, that disc flares up and he's got to be down for a day or two on, ibuprofen or whatever.
I know about that.
So look, the hammies are coming for these guys again.
Oh, that's absolutely. It is.
Yep, it'll be coming.
See, and the thing is, Slater's injury had nothing to do with, that was a freak accident. That was a concussion, but he'll pull a hammy sometime this year.
Well, probably it'll probably affect Conforto again, and it will probably bite Yaz at some point.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Let's hear from the skipper on Bob Melvin. I hope I don't hear Susan Slusser.
Says Bob Melvin didn't mince words after the Giants' 6th consecutive loss.
Do I have to hear Susan's voice?
Especially the early portion of the game.
Play it again. I was talking. I don't want to hear it.
Game by us today. Especially the early portion of the game. When you're going through losing streaks, at least you fight. For the most part, we have. That was an awful game. We made it interesting at the end, but didn't play well. Made Harry get multiple outs. We had a starter on the ropes every inning. Couldn't cash in. It's a bad game and a bad stretch by us.
What do you think stood out worst?
We just looked like we were running around in quicksand for a while. So it is what it is, but doesn't feel very good when you play like that.
Do you mean defensively?
Everything. The at bat, we have guy on the ropes every inning and can't cash in but a couple of runs. It's just a bad game.
Was that a message that was relayed to the team?
I'm not going to talk about what I say to anybody.
Oh, I like that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's good.
He is not a happy camper, dude. He was doing everything he could from dropping F-bombs, I think.
Yeah.
He was keeping it in, man.
Hey, I've seen my neighbor, my former neighbor, used to talk to him all the time, managed the Seattle Mariners. And when guys go into, yes, you're correct, Giovanni. I might just play that up because that was pretty. Managers, when they get really, they reach a boiling point. That's what happens. They're under a lot of pressure and they don't have a lot of control of what happens on the field. And things start going wrong and the pressure mounts, but doesn't seem to mount too much in San Francisco because you got a bunch of softball reporters out there giving lob balls that never ask the tough questions. That's you, Susan, Alex. Who else is ever in there? Maria Gerardo. Come on. Ask some tough questions. Please. Don't worry about losing your media credentials like me. That's what happened. You speak, you don't get credentials with the Giants. Not New York, though. Not New York. So,
got another super chat from Nick. $10. Thank you, sir. Guys, I think you tweeted, both of you. Giants need to shut down Harrison and send to Papago.
Yeah.
This blurb is a joke. Jays did this with Fat Boy Manoah. The season is over anyways, and I called this weeks ago.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. Everything that's on YouTube, can we not play it?
No.
Doggone it. Maybe it's on this one. You know what? Maybe I can watch it from somewhere else.
Posey doesn't have to make statements, Robert, because he's a owner. The people who need to make statements is the fans and the manager. Those are the guys who need to make the statements. Owners, not so much. I mean, they can, but it's the guy who's going to be the focal point is going to be Greg Johnson, not Buster Posey. Come on.
Yeah.
Giants organizations at its lowest point in history, says Mitchell and Ness.
Well, in
the 100, I mean, is it around? It's not 100 loss season yet.
No, I don't think they're a 100 loss team. I think they have the potential to lose 90, but I don't think it's a 100 loss team. I really don't. I think this team looks like, to me, it looks like as I said, it's going to hover 5 games over 500, 5 games under. I think they go up and down. I think they probably, the way they're running this team, I don't think they're going to make 500 because I think it's going to get worse when you
just like Glenn's. Yep.
When you deplete the talent pool, when you play less talented people like Slater and Ahmed, you are going to. I mean, come on, let's face it. Ahmed is a light hitting, weak arm defensive shortstop that, makes all the plays that can be made. Okay.
With the glove.
With the glove. He make all the plays, the routine plays. He'll make some pretty good, spectacular plays. He's not going to make you plays in the hole, though, and throw guys out at first, unless it's Wilmer Flores. But Wilmer Flores is on the Giants. So, but, you're going to do that. Slater was Slater. We know what Slater is, okay? We don't have to continue to go down that rabbit hole. Look, I know my man Glenn loves Wilmer Flores. I love Wilmer Flores, but he's in decline.
Yeah, he is.
Let's just be honest. His bat speed has slowed down from last year,
yeah.
and you're seeing. He's not super quick or athletic as far as he's been a great hitter, but as each year progresses, that athleticism goes a little bit, and that's going to slow down his bat speed. And so he's not going to perform at what he did last year with 23 homers. And, I still believe Wilmer's a better player than Trenton Brooks, and he should be playing in front of Trenton Brooks. I don't care if it's a right-handed pitcher or not. I'm not putting a 28-year-old kid who's never made it to the majors by the age of 28. There's a reason you're in the minors at 28, okay? There just is. So, Yaz was the guy that made it to the majors at 28. And we've seen Yaz to know that he can hit at times, and he's got some talent, but he's not a consistent big league hitter. He strikes out 32% of the time, way over the league average.
Yep. How much you want to bet Slater's up tomorrow after hitting that home run today in Sacramento? Think he's up, considering how the Giants played today? Wouldn't be surprised.
Matos down, and then an outfield of Slater, Ramos, and Fitzgerald.
No, Conforto.
Slater.
It'll be Conforto, Slater, and Ramos.
I could see Conforto.
That may happen.
I can see Conforto sitting out and going all right-handed. I could see that. I could see them giving Casey a shot in one more shot at short and moving Fitzgerald to center and putting Slater in right field and Ramos in left, or vice versa on the corners. I could see something like that.
That's going to be interesting. We'll find out.
We'll find out. I think, they could bring Slater because they may want him on the flight from Arizona to Texas, and there's a day off. They may want him.
Are the Giants facing any lefties in Texas? I don't know if they have any lefties. I don't know.
Let me look here.
Don't piss off the boss, Glenn.
What did Glenn say?
Oh no, he goes.
Cute,
oh,
Dan?
God. Cute, Dan. Cute. I know what he's talking about.
With hat off, Dan kind of looks like Francona. Oh, okay. What did Glenn say? Cute what? Oh God,
No.
cute.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was.
It's from a TV show.
Oh, okay. Friday, Giants, Rangers, Lorenzen against Webb. Oh, so Webb's going to go maybe to break the 7-game losing streak. Interesting.
They're having you know why? Because they have a day off on Thursday. Yeah.
Saturday. They're facing it's Andrew Heaney against our number one pitcher. Johnny Undecided.
Johnny Undecided.
Have you guys seen Undecided stuff, man?
I heard he has a hell of a curveball.
Oh, Johnny Undecided, man. That guy is unbelievable. He morphs into different dudes. I don't know how he does it.
It's incredible.
Johnny
Undecided. It's an incredible skill.
He can throw right. He's ambidextrous. Help me out.
Ambidextrous?
Thank you. Ambidextrous. forgot.
Amadama-doo.
Got my tongue tied there. Johnny Undecided is ambidextrous.
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 He can throw lefty or righty. You don't know what Johnny Undecided is
He
going to do.
can even throw with his right foot.
Yeah. Okay. And Sunday, who they throwing out there? They are throwing Nathan Eovaldi. Oh, my goodness. I might be sniffing sweep there, too. Wait a minute. Who was Saturday again? Haney? I may be smelling a 9-game losing streak. Wow.
Are you telling me they're going to get swept 3 times in a row, 3 series in a row? Is that what you're saying? 3 series. You're talking Yankees, Diamondbacks, Rangers are sweeping the Giants.
I could see it because the Diamondbacks lost 5 in a row coming into this game, or 4 or 5 in a row coming into this series. They have not hit their stride. They own the Giants at Chase Field. They are 13-4 or something like that in their last 17 against the Giants at Chase. Look, Giants are, to me, they look a little intimidated against the D-backs because the D-backs know they can just run around the bases against the Giants. Because the Giants, for whatever reason, their pitching does not hold guys on.
Man, if they get swept 3 series in a row, do you think someone gets fired?
Let's hope. Sweep. Come on. I want Farhan gone.
And before you do that, man, we only need 3 more people to subscribe. It's really easy. You just hit that button that says subscribe.
Yeah, just come on.
You don't even have to turn the notification bell on.
Come on, Farhan. Yeah, Farhan.
Dumbasses be talking.
Come
Just
on,
sub.
Farhan.
Just sub.
Come on, Farhan. Sign up.
Just 3. Come on.
Oh, we got a new name. I love it. NT Boot Crack. But
oh my.
I love it. I think that's reference to TN, maybe. Well, oh, look at
oh man.
Look at
So instead of TN,
he's ND.
Butte. It's a Butte crack. It's a Butte crack.
I love it. Well, hey, that's got to be the most clever. That's our most clever subscriber we have right there.
That was pretty good. He knows the show for sure.
That is awesome. And who could that be? Who's got that kind of? Could that be Will? Could that be Will?
No, I don't think so.
Who's got that kind of sense of humor? Oh man. That is so hilarious. Yeah, Diamondbacks have won 7 straight against the. Yeah, I think it's 8 tomorrow, guys.
Giovanni, I've been showing the same hate for ownership. 2 nights ago, remember? I put the little Mission Rock website up there. I said that's what ownership cares about. All they care about Mission Rock rather than what's going on in Oracle Park. Facts.
Yeah, he does, Giovanni. He's come down pretty hard on ownership.
Yes, both. The reason why we're coming down harder on Farhan is he's the one that's putting the roster together.
Oh, look, Kyle McKiernan lives in Butte Crack.
Butte County.
Butte Crack. He says right there he lives in Butte.
He lives in Butte. That's Butte County.
No, there's a Butte. There's a Butte. There is a Butte.
There's a Butte?
Yeah. Haven't you heard of Butte, California? Look it up. Look it up.
I know there's a Butte County.
Of course there's a Butte County. But there's a...
Next to Chico. Okay, there it is. Butte is a Butte. Kyle says, damn you, Dan. Are we gonna have to kick you out too now, Kyle? Oh, 2 to go. 2. It's Butte County and Butte City. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Boy, there's buttes all over the place.
There sure is.
TN, Butte count, Butte crack incoming. Yes, Chico is in Butte County. See, that's what I was saying. I did not realize there was a Butte.
It's actually in Glenn County, isn't it?
Maybe.
Let's see. Where have we gone here with we're now talking about
inconsequential cities in the state of California. Butte City. Oh, there's a Butte City.
Yeah, Butte City, Glenn County, California.
Okay.
Formerly,
yes, Butte County was where the Paradise Fire is.
Oh, Butte City, formerly Butte. Yeah.
Is an unincorporated community.
What county? See, it's in Glenn County.
East bank of the Sacramento River. 11 miles where? Oh, it's by Willows. Okay.
Southeast
out,
of
out
Willows.
In the middle of nowhere.
There we go.
Out in the middle of nowhere.
Out in the middle of nowhere where, yeah, Butte cracks, nobody cares.
Man, that is like 5 minutes of time we will never get back.
There we go. Dan, who is the first Giant to be traded? Ask alive.
Ooh,
I will say first Giant to be traded. I'm going to say Jorge Soler.
Nope. Conforto. Just like, yeah, Glenn, you stole it. I think it's Conforto.
Maybe. Yeah, with him being on a one.
He's got more value.
Yeah. Giants will owe him. They paid him $18 million this year. What are we about 35% through the season, roughly?
And by the trade deadline, it's going to be over half of it's going to be paid off.
Yeah, it'll be 9, and the Giants will have to pay. If they want any prospects in return, they're going to have to pay for most of the contract.
Now, here's a better question. Who do you want to see traded?
How much time do you have? Let me tell you who I want to be traded. Let me just pull up this dynamic roster.
And again, this all is predicated on where the Giants are at the trade deadline, right?
Okay. Guys that realistically would bring value, or just guys that would just to get off the team?
Get off the team.
Okay. Whether it be traded or DFA. Okay, here we go.
Gone.
Here we go. Ahmed, Avila, Brooks. I would move Chapman too, because I think he'd get you something.
Okay.
And he's a good. I'll say this: Chapman's playing good, but he's not going to help the Giants get where they need to get. That's a given. Okay. So I'm not saying Chapman is, I still think I'm right on his hitting, but he's a little better than I give him credit for. So I think he can bring you value, but he's not going to give you value to the Giants. He's probably their best everyday player when Wade's not out there.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there's some team that would want him, but I think the Giants would have to make a deal with that. If he opts in, the Giants are on the hook for the second year, not the third year, but the second year.
Right.
So somebody would have to take that gamble. Also gone. Cobb. What do we need Cobb for? Conforto, great guy. Love Michael Conforto, but he can get you some value.
Yep.
Duvall. I personally would trade Duvall because he'd bring you value.
Would you think that Duvall is probably the guy who brings you back the most?
No, I think Webb brings you back the most.
And they're not going to trade Webb, though. I don't think they do that.
Well,
I think realistically, they may trade.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you asked me the question.
Yeah, for you.
Like to.
Yeah.
So this is what I would do. Duvall, I would move, and I'd get some good young pieces. Estrada, I would probably do the same. I'd keep Fitzgerald just because you're not going to get anything Fitzgerald, and he could. Flores, I'd move off of. If I got a really good offer for Harrison, I would move him, but otherwise I wouldn't. Hicks, I would. Jackson, he's not going to be anywhere afterwards. I think, let's see. Luciano, I'm keeping. Matos, I'm keeping. Meckler, I would keep. Eric Miller, blah. Murphy, I would just, whatever. I'd do whatever I could to move off of him. Ramos, I'd keep. Robbie Ray, he's got one. You got him for a couple years. I'd probably keep him for this year just because you might get something out of him, and then you can always trade him next year. Rodriguez, I'd keep. The Rogers brothers, if somebody wanted him and gave me a good enough prospect. Otherwise, I'm not just going to give up guys for nothing. Roop, I'd keep. Sable, I'd keep. Schmidt, I'd keep. Slater, I'd just get whatever you can or move off of them. Snell, I would trade if I could. Soler, I would trade. Wade, if he comes back and he's healthy and he starts hitting, I would get some value for him at his peak because this is the best year he may ever have. He is getting better as a player, but he is 30. He's probably got a couple good years left, but he's going to be a free agent after one more year.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. What veteran do you keep? You're not keeping any veteran whatsoever.
Webb, I want to rebuild the whole team from the bottom up.
When you rebuild, you got to have vets, though, right? You got to have a few vets.
Yeah, I'll get a couple of vets. I can.
Maybe you do that with your free agent.
I get a couple vets. My Buster's got a really good vet. I'll bring in Buster's vet, and then if anybody needs some,
so you're going straight.
Needs deworming, we'll deworm you.
No. This team needs deworming. Yes, this team needs deworming.
Yeah. Let's see. Vets. What vets would I keep? I mentioned.
I guess Rogers. Bailey would be considered a
Bailey would be a vet.
Estrada, I guess, would be considered a vet.
No, I would move off of Estrada just because if I can get something for him. Okay. He's a good player, but Giants aren't going anywhere in the next 3 years, guys. Period. They're not going anywhere in the next 3 years. So why do you want to keep guys that have value that are just going to be here and block guys that you could develop when you can get more guys for these guys?
Yep.
So, let's see, who else would I keep as a vet? Vets. I'm looking on this roster.
Not many. I mean, you got, unless you just acquire them through trade.
Yeah, you can get trade. Yeah. I mean, you know what? I'm not going to give up Webb for nothing either. I'm getting a haul for Webb or I'm keeping him.
Right.
Okay. He's too valuable.
You can't get all prospects because not all of them look
no, you got to do some you got to do some big trades.
I mean, because look at Evan Carter. He's not really panning out to be a
not right now,
right?
Nope.
Jackson Holiday with his first go. Granted, he's young. He's 20 years old. Not exactly. Jackson Churia, who got paid in offseason.
Yeah.
Not really coming. You got
Corbin Carroll, second year.
Corbin Carroll, another good example.
There's no guarantees in anything. I kept Robbie Ray. There was a vet. Maybe I keep, like I said, if I can get a really big haul for Webb, I do it because I think he's your best asset. Yeah. But I wouldn't trade Webb for nothing. Just for 3 nice prospects that are in AA,
right.
A and AA. I want major league talent. Either they're AAA or they've had experience at the big leagues with some success, or they, just everybody in baseball says they can't miss. Sometimes you do miss, but Fernando Tatis was pretty much considered a can't miss, and he got traded for from the White Sox.
Who did he get traded?
What was that pitcher? Who was that?
James Shields.
Yeah, Shields. Yeah.
James, big game James. Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a Tatis for Webb, and I'm trading him. Okay.
All right. Oh, matter of fact, we missed a couple of super chats here. Oh man, we missed a bunch. Holy crap. Oh yeah, we got that one. Nick got 2 of them in here. $5. Thank you, Nick. Win 82 games and sneak in as Manfred's 133rd wild card slot. These scumbags keep their jobs, and Pavlovic will take his victory lap, blow it up.
There we go.
He just came out with this one, another $5. Thank you, Nick. Why on earth would anyone want to add for this crap team Bichette and Vlad to win 84 games? New instead of
No. Instead of
80.
no.
Win
Instead of
84 games instead of 80. Get serious. Bottom out.
Any more chats? Super.
I think that is it for now. There we go.
All right. Yeah, we caught up. Robert, I'm probably keeping Kyle Harrison because of the potential, but I got to see more. And if somebody blows me away for an offer for Harrison, like let's say it's Harrison and, let's say the White Sox come calling and they say, hey, we want Webb and we'll take one of the outfielders for Robert. I got to think long and hard that, Luis Robert is a star. Can he stay healthy? That's
the key. Yeah.
Key. But, the guy just came back tonight and hit a home run. First game back.
Yep. Sure did.
Eldridge, I'm going to keep Eldridge because I think he might be the first legitimate guy that has some pop.
Power hitter.
That can actually, knock it out of the park consistently at Oracle. He's only 19. I think he's going to be a pretty doggone good hitter. He's 6'7", and he's got a really nice swing, and he's able to open up and get the inside pitch. He's able to go with the pitch outside. He hits it to all fields. I'm pretty high on Bryce Eldridge. Somebody said, who said that? It's not a milk dud. Harrison is a back of the rotation starter. He's kind of looking like that.
He's looking like that right now.
I mean, he does not, and he didn't walk anybody tonight, but he didn't fool anybody either when he came in.
Exactly. His fastball plays, but that off-speed stuff that he has, his secondary pitches are just not there yet.
Yep. And the Giants are actually falling back again. They were second wild card team the other day, and now
where are they at now?
They're back out of it. Arizona passed them tonight.
Oh, that's right. Forgot about that. They sure did.
And the Cubs have passed them.
So now the Giants are in 4th place, right, in the division? Pretty sure.
Division-wise, they are in 4th. Yes. Yep. Let me pull up the standings, and then we'll close with that. All right, standings. Here we go. Look at the Yankees. They continue to roll 6 in a row, 43-19. Orioles staying close with 8. Look at both of them won 8 out of 10, and look at that.
That's unbelievable, man. They're just
Guardians, though. Look at those guys.
Yeah.
They win again, and they're 40.
Cleveland is playing Royals right now.
Royals playing good ball this year. Seattle's starting to pick up some room in the American League West. Rangers, look out, man. Rangers have lost 2 in a row. They're not going to be happy, and
I'm sure Bochy will want to have a little bit of
Phillies continue to roll. Braves 10 over, but 7 out. Milwaukee 11 over, 6 up on the Cubbies. The Giants are actually tied with the Cardinals, I believe, when we get to the wild card standings, but they are in 4th place. And don't look too close, but they're closing the gap. The Giants are getting closer to Colorado, or is Colorado getting closer to the Rockies? I think the Giants are getting closer. to
Wow.
look at that. Only 7 games separate them, and the Rockies are just
Bad.
So let's look at the wild card, shall we?
Why not?
Braves leading, Padres next, Cubs, Diamondbacks, Cardinals. So the Giants are now 3, 4, 5, 6, tied for 6 with Pittsburgh, and the Reds are climbing up right with them in the Nationals. So
Mets.
look at the Mets are only 2.5. As awful as the Mets are, they're only 4 out. See how terrible baseball is, guys? And I'll tell you what. I'm going to tell you something. Somebody asked me earlier today about the Giants trading. Do you think they'll make trades? And I says, they're a couple of good trades away from being a pretty decent team. They could actually be a good team with some trades, but I doubt Farhan will make the trades. Now, you see this bunch. How many teams here? 1, Braves. 1, Padres. 2, Cubs. 3, Diamondbacks. 4, Cardinals. 5, Giants. 6, Pirates. 7, Reds. 8, Nationals. 9, even the Mets are striking distance 10. And then you add the 3 teams that are leading their divisions. 13 of the 15 teams are still relatively close to playoff contention. And in the American League, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd go down to maybe the Rangers, 6, 7. Yeah, you can say the Blue Jays and Astros because they're teams that predominantly are winning. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can go down to the Astros plus the 3 division leaders, not winners. 3 division leaders. That's 9 and 3, 12 plus the 13 and that's 25 of the 30 teams right now believe they can make the playoffs.
That's crazy.
Okay? That's absolutely crazy. So what does that mean? That means it's going to be very difficult to make a trade to get better because everybody else is going to be going for it. And who's going to win out? Farhan or the other 24 GMs? Come on.
I think we know that.
And let's say in a month and a half, July 31st, the trade deadline. So just under 2 months. Let's say those 25 teams, let's say 5 of them fall out of it. There's still 20 teams that believe they have a realistic shot. Let's say it's 18 teams, but it's going to be more like 20, I guarantee you. But let's say it's 18. Are there enough good players for 18 teams to get their guys?
No, that kind of happened last year too, remember?
Yes, it's going to this is muddying the waters. And who's going to get their guys? The Dodgers.
Yep. The Braves. The Yankees.
Yep. The Mariners will be because they have an aggressive GM. Phillies.
Baltimore, maybe.
Yeah, they'll all go get what they need. And Farhan will wait and see what's left over. And you know who's left over?
AJ Pollock.
AJ Pollock. Yeah, those are the kind of guys that Farhan gets. He finds the AJ Pollocks who used to be really, really good, but he finds the Trenton Brooks, the Michael Papirskis, the Dixon Machados, the Connor Joe before he really started to be a player, the Michael whatever his name was, Reed. Michael. I'm thinking of the guy on the Brady Bunch, Michael Reed or whatever his name was. Yeah, Michael Reed. The list goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. So, yeah, Sky Bolt, another one. These guys come and go. How many guys this year? Cooper Hummel, TJ Hopkins. How long did they last? Stewie Fairchild Turd says, before he was actually decent player. See, Vosler, Scooter Gannett, yes.
Jason Vosler, yep.
Scooter Gannett, Robert Reed. Thank you, Glenn. Scooter Gannett was, I think, back in Bobby
Steel Walker. I forgot about Steel Walker.
Oh yeah, Steel Walker. Yeah,
McKenna. Yeah, we just had him.
Yeah, McKenna. These guys just are endless, and they will continue to be endless. I think, it's just
Duggar, Ford Proctor, Paul DeYoung.
Yeah.
My goodness, man.
Yeah. Paul DeYoung. Yeah. It's like, wow.
Come on, man. The thing. That's good. Michael Roeder. $5. You don't trade Webb as he's part of the youth movement.
That's a difference of opinion. You can believe that. I can go either way on that, Michael. Like I said, I wouldn't get rid of Webb for nothing, but if I can get a haul for Logan Webb, because I believe by the time Logan Webb, the Giants start to get good, Webb's going to be at the end of this contract, and he's going to probably be looking at free agency. Logan Webb is 27 years old right now. He's signed for what? Another 4 or 5 years, something like that. Yeah. So guys, man, it's been awesome to have you. We're going to be back tomorrow night. We'll be joined by Cody from Even Year Dynasty. He will be on with the minor league report. We might get Marty Lurie on. I don't know if it's going to work out tomorrow night. We'll see. But let's get to this super chat. And Nick, I knew you were going to say that. I mentioned you were going to say that tonight at the start of the show, but you weren't in here. Go ahead, Eric.
Thank you for the $10, Nick. Harrison had a wipeout slider in 22. Last year, these idiots tweaked his arm slot, and now it's the weak slurve. Why are none of these beat writer dopes asking Farhan why? Do your job, one job.
Yeah. So anyway, hold on here. Let me just check.
Thanks, Vespa. Appreciate it.
Before we end this show, is there any trade activity going on in the
No, not tonight, I don't think.
No trade activity. Yep, we're going to reject that one. I forgot to do that earlier. Glenn, send me a catcher, Glenn. Send me a catcher, Glenn. Did you hear that, Glenn?
You said he's got 3?
He's got 3. What do you need 3 catchers for, Glenn? He's asking how Ohtani did tonight. Ohtani went 1 for 4. Thank you. Be eternally grateful to you. Thank you, Glenn. All right. Glenn, I'm worried about you, my brother. I'm worried about you. I hope you're not off your meds. No, Glenn, don't get too high and don't get too low on one day. All right, Glenn.
There did jump 5.5 on you last night.
Glenn, there's 100 games left, Glenn.
100. Yep. Yeah, that's right.
Unless I get the curse of making the big deals and Ohtani's done for the year. I think some of the guys in the league were asking me to go get Ohtani so that would put the curse on him to go out, because I lost Strider and then I lost Acuna. So,
what tomorrow night? We want to go on at 8?
8:30. Yeah, just 8:30. It's an easier time. Most people are more ready for us. But then we set it for 8, and it always gets changed anyway. Something comes up.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah. All right, guys. We're out of here. Thank you for joining. Like and subscribe, please. Tell your friends, families, members,
your enemies.
Hey, look, those of you with kids that have their own cell phone, just grab their phone from them. Take parental control. Go on the YouTube. subscribe to NorCal Sports on their phone. We have no shame here. We'll take people that aren't watching us, but just get the subs. Let's go. Come on, do your parental duty and have your children take over. Make them subscribe to NorCal Sports Network.
And tell you
All
what,
right.
how about this? You subscribe, Farhan gets fired. There we go.
Yeah. Hey, how's that?
The more subs NorCal gets, the higher possibility that Mr. Farhan Zaidi is shown the door.
Does our number 2000 member get one of these?
Yeah, why not?
Who will we know who it is?
We want to know. Actually, I don't know. Maybe.
Come on. 2000. It's an
Yeah,
all-nighter. It's a Jerry Lewis telethon. We're going to stay on all night.
But this is NorCal Sports Network, so when we hit 2000, you'll just get one of these.
All right, guys. Hey, man, thank you for joining. Is Larry? I don't know. I don't know about that last one. Might just be an off week. Maybe. I don't know if they're both. Have no idea. Almost to 2 subs left. We're gonna make it. Giovanni, you out there, buddy? Go create a couple more accounts for us. Get us over that.
Oh, man.
All right, man. Hey, Fossey, thanks. Love you guys too. We're out of here. We'll see you tomorrow night, 8:30. And until then, have a great Wednesday.
Woo!